Hi grade 11 student. So in this video we are going to do inventory system. So basically inventory system, guys, is a term 3 topic which you are going to cover together with a cash budget as well as cost accounting, which is known as manufacturing. So the question paper that I have here is going to deal with inventory system. Okay, so because this is the first video that I did in 2024 for inventory system, I'm going to first explain to you what is the meaning of inventory system. Remember, guys, when we said inventory, you know it from your balance sheet as you did it on the previous term. When we talk about inventory, guys, we are talking about a stock. So in accounting, we have a system that you can record that stock or that inventory. Okay, we have only two. We have two inventory system. Number one, you are going to have a system which is called periodic inventory system. Okay, then after that we're gonna do some different. Then number two, this is number one, this is number two. Number two is called perpetual inventory system. Okay, this is two inventory system that you are going to deal with in accounting. Okay, now we have to know the difference between these two so that we can go to our question paper. Before we go to question paper, guys, we must know the difference between these two. Okay, let's try to lay them down so that you will understand whatever that we are going to do this site. You will have some knowledge. Okay, when you say these two inventory system, guys, number one that you need to identify is that periodic inventory system is used by small businesses. Okay, for example, guys, it's used by spaza shop, whereas a perpetual inventory system is used by big companies. Okay, for example, you can just say ShopRite. All right, that's the first thing that must come in your mind. Periodic is for small business, perpetual is for big company. Now let's go to the different number two. When it comes to perpetual inventory system, this business have computers to record a stock or to record inventory. In other words, computer or a software are the only one that are going to count what? A stock. But when it comes to periodic, guys, a spaza shop does not have a software, does not have a computer. They use what we call a handbook. They use a handbook, or you can just say some notes written by pen to record a stock. That's what they do under a periodic inventory system. If you go to the spaza shop, guys, when you buy something, that person or the cashier is going to write down that this time we have sold 4 cold drink. But the Spar or ShopRite, they don't do that. A computer is going to do that. So this different, guys, is the main difference that you need to know. Now the last one, which is more important as well. Under perpetual inventory system, when it comes to treatment of cost of sales is recorded. Cost of sales is recorded at a point of sale. In other words, guys, when you buy at ShopRite, if you buy cold drink now at ShopRite, the software is going to record the cost of sales of that cold drink immediately at the point of sales. But when it comes to periodic inventory system, guys, you have to wait for the year end, because inventory system, periodic inventory system record a cost of sales at the year end. The reason why cost of sales record a cost of sales at the year end is because they use a manual formula to calculate cost of sales. In other words, guys, when you are asked about perpetual inventory system, you will not be required to calculate cost of sales. But periodic, expect some calculation of cost of sales, because you are going to use a formula to calculate what? Your cost of sales. A formula of cost of sales, it says opening stock plus purchase minus returns. Okay, you can add a carriage on purchase, then you less a closing stock. So you see that at a point of sales under periodic, you can calculate a cost of sales, because a formula requires closing stock, and closing stock you have to wait for the year end to count how many stock you have. So under periodic, they do what we call a fiscal stock count. In other words, they count stock by one, like 1, 2, 3. That's how they count until everything is completed. Okay, but under perpetual inventory system, a software or computer is going to do the job just like that. That's the difference that you need to know about these two systems. Now let's go straight to the question paper. I hope you have some understanding. Okay, they say Zama Kumalo return a small curious shop. Okay, run a small curious shop called Kumalo's Curious in St. Lucia, and all items that are sold in the shop are purchased from community members to assist them in making an income to support their family. Okay, then Kumalo's Curious uses a periodic inventory system to calculate the cost of sales. Now you know that Kumalo uses a periodic, and you have understanding of what is periodic. Okay, 3.1. Mention 2 possible reasons that Zama choose to use periodic inventory system. Why Zama choose a periodic, guys, instead of using a perpetual? What could be possible reason? Number 1, she does not have computers. Guys, if you don't have computers, there is no way that you can use perpetual, because you're gonna need a software that is going to do what? To calculate everything automatic. Then reason number 2 is that she's running a small business. A small business. So guys, if you're running a small business, remember, computers are very expensive. And if you are making a profit of 200, you can't buy a computer that is going to cost more than 10,000. It's not going to make sense. So it's a small business. Okay, so obviously the company does not make a lot of money. That's why she chose a periodic inventory system. Okay, 3.2. Calculate a business total purchase for the year end 31 July 2022. All right. With information number A, they give us a balances. Okay, they give us stock on hand, and we also have a purchase and carriage and purchase. Then the one that we are going to take here is purchase, because we are calculating all purchases that have been made in the business. If there is any return donation, we have to subtract them. Or if there is a withdrawal, we have to subtract. All purchase we add. Okay, the first purchase, it was amount of 241,200. Then we go to information number B, which is related to purchases. Number 1, they said 5 larger wooden animal carvings were purchased from Mr. Mavunja for 350 each. Okay, they purchased 5 larger wooden animals by 350. In order for us to get total how much a purchase cost, we have to multiply 5 by 350, which is going to give us 1,750. Okay, moving to the next one. Homemade vegetable pickles and jam were purchased from Mrs. Gasa for a total of 1,220. Okay, and they say unfortunately 4 bottles of pickles were spoiled and could not be sold. Ms. Gasa refunded Zama 8 rand for this spoiled item. Okay, firstly we must add what was purchased, which is 1,220, but she refunded, which we have to subtract. She refunded 8 rand. This 8 rand is not for each. They said for this, which means that for all 4 spoiled items, she refunded 80 rand. Okay, which means that one was costing 20 rand. The next one, they said croquette clothing and clothes purchased from Ms. Gumbi for 4,500. Zama took one of these items costing 250 for personal use. Okay, firstly we must add what was purchased and subtract a withdrawal. Withdrawal, personal use is withdrawal. It's not part of a purchase. We have to subtract it because she took it for personal use. It's no longer with us as a business. Okay, we're gonna say plus amount is how much 4,500. Then we minus, we are just continuing, minus 250 for personal use. Okay, and the other stock item purchased from walk-in sellers, we purchase another one of 10,820. Then we're done with purchase. So if you calculate, the total is going to give you 15,960. Okay, now the next question, they say that we have to draft a trading account in the ledger for the year end 31 July 2022. Okay, before we go to the last one, account, guys, those who want to attend our extra class are still available at only 100 rand per month. So you attend twice. This semester we have added another day, because remember last semester we used to attend only once a week. Now we are doing twice, so that we can try to cover many question papers before you write your test. Because at that time, guys, we are approaching the final exam of the October, which you are going to write around October. So now we have to prepare you as much as possible so that you will be very ready when you write your final examination, so that you can go to grade 12 prepared. And also, guys, those who want a study guide for grade 11, it took very long time for us to complete it, because we have to go through some editing, recheck, and so on and so on. So now we managed to complete everything, and the guide for grade 11 accounting is available. Unfortunately for now, the guide which is available is only soft copy. The reason is because to make a hard copy, guys, is going to make a study guide very expensive, because the cost of printing out, the cost of making delivery, is gonna make a study guide costly, according to the codes that we try to do, and going up and down and so on and so on. So the guide that is available now is a soft copy, which is costing only 100 rand. Soft copy simply means that it's in terms of PDF. Okay, you can just contact us on WhatsApp and make your purchase and get questions like this one, which you are going to practice for your test. Okay, now let's proceed to the last one, a trading account. I hope you are following. Remember the calculation that we did of purchase. We are still going to put it here. Remember, we have a purchase here. So now, guys, a trading account format, it does not change. Whatever that you see on the debit side is gonna be like this forever. Credit side is gonna be like this forever. It's like income statement. We start with sales, cost of sales, gross profit every day. Even here, it's gonna be like this. Okay, this account amount, we're just going to transfer it here, which is 259,160, just like that. And there is a chocolate mark here, obvious. Whether it's correct or not, they're going to give you a mark. Okay, now the next one is opening. Opening balance, guys, it was given on top. They give us opening stock, which is 23,700. Okay, and carriage on purchase, we have it on the table. It's 5,700. We need to check further information, which is number C. Information number C, guys, they said due to her community members not always having a transport to deliver item to the shop, Zama often collect them from their home. Okay, carriage on purchase that we put here, guys, is carriage on purchase, not carriage on sales. Carriage on sales is delivery to customer. It's not form part of a carriage on purchase. Here we are looking for carriage on purchase only. Yes, this one is related to carriage on purchase. I'm just emphasizing. Okay, this month she traveled 375 kilometers, and they said that Zama has calculated that her vehicle use approximately 5 liters of petrol every 100 kilometers. You need to take what she traveled, divide by, is always 100 here, and you multiply by 5 liters. Then you're gonna get amount which you're going to multiply by. A current fuel price is 26 Rand 40. 26 Rand 40. The only thing that change here, guys, is how many kilometers she's traveled, and this 5 is depend on the vehicle, guys, that you are driving. So if you are driving a small car, obviously it's gonna cost less, but if you are traveling more, it's gonna cost more. Okay, and here if you do this calculation, you're gonna get a carriage that you are going to add, which is 495, and when you add it together, it's gonna give you 6,195, just like that. Okay, a closing stock, number D and E. A total cash taken for the year amounted to 395,200. That's a sales. A total cash taking is a sales. Okay, then on 31 July, Zama completed her annual stock take and determined that the stock is valued 28,400. You see, this is the last transaction because she firstly count using hand how many stock left. She used a hand because it's periodic. Okay, then she found that the value is 28,400. Now we are going to calculate profit or loss as a balancing figure. Obviously, the higher side is this one. Okay, so this part is very simple. We are going to do it. But guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe, because if you are not part of subscribers, some of the videos, they are not going to appear on your side. You will just go to playlist, you will just find some videos that are available to everyone, whether you subscribe or not. But there are some videos that have been made for those who subscribe. So please make sure that you subscribe so that many videos can appear on your side, and the YouTube is going to recommend you more videos so that you're gonna watch and learn. Okay, then if you calculate this side, you will get 423,600. 423,600, and the balancing figure, you take this one minus this one, which is going to give you profit or loss of 134,540. 4 5, and you just carry down this balance. 28 400. You carry down closing, guys. You don't come to opening and carry it down here. It won't gonna make sense. I hope you learn, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.